Hey guys, what's up? 7stop here, and today I'm just going to be doing a quick video about Halo Infinite and what I think they're going to do for the gameplay of Halo Infinite. Now currently we don't really know a whole lot about how this game will play, or really much at all, to be honest. We've just seen a cinematic story trailer and that's about it. Despite not seeing a whole lot about this game, I think we can still theorize about what the gameplay will be like and whether it will go down the classic direction or the new modern enhanced mobility direction. Personally, I'm a big fan of the classic gameplay style. I like the enhanced mobility in Halo 5, it's fun, but to me it doesn't play like Halo, and I really would prefer gameplay like Halo 2 and 3, or something in the vein of the traditional Halo games. I'm not a big fan of sprint or Spartan abilities or any of that stuff. Currently there's a huge divide in the community, I'm sure you've seen it if you're in the Halo community, between people who prefer classic gameplay and people who prefer modern enhanced mobility gameplay. Personally, as I said, I really like the classic gameplay a lot more than the enhanced mobility. Not to say the enhanced mobility is awful or doesn't play well. I think it does play well, but it doesn't play like Halo, and it doesn't do a lot to separate itself from the pack of other enhanced mobility shooters. I'd say there's probably around a 50-50 divide, give or take, in the Halo community between people that prefer classic and people that prefer modern. I think the people who prefer classic are generally more outspoken about it because right now the Halo franchise is going in the modern direction instead of the classic. But I do think it's about 50-50, and a lot of new fans that have come in with the new games prefer the modern style. And while I think that the classic style is definitely much better in terms of strategy and just general fun factor for me, at least, I understand that a lot of people in the community would be really disappointed if they went back to classic because they became fans with the new modern style of Halo gameplay. And this makes it really difficult for 343 to decide what to do with their next game, because it seems like they're definitely going in a more classic direction than their other games for Halo Infinite, but I still think that they're going to go with enhanced mobility for Halo Infinite, or at least some form of enhanced mobility. It's going to be impossible for them to please everyone, so they're going to have to go with one or the other, and they're probably going to go with enhanced mobility. Of all the things that they've recognized that the community has issues with, they never really recognized that the community has issues with the gameplay of the modern games. They really focus on art style, content, things like that, and loot boxes, that sort of stuff, although they still think that people like their loot boxes for some reason. But they never really talk about the gameplay. I'm sure they're aware that people don't like the gameplay, but either they don't want to acknowledge it or they just want to continue in this direction, and they just want people to have to deal with it in a way. Think about it from the developer's perspective though. The enhanced mobility gameplay is kind of their brainchild. They've been going with this ever since their era of Halo games, and they would probably rather lose the subsect of the community that doesn't like their brainchild than the subsect of the community that does. So I think it's most likely they're going to go with the enhanced mobility just because it's their brainchild, it's their take on Halo, and they may not really care if they lose some people over keeping enhanced mobility, because they would also lose people if they went back to classic. While I really wish that they would go back to classic, or at least make another classic game, maybe a side game, a spin-off that's classic, I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. I'm still optimistic that it may happen, but it's pretty unlikely. They're probably going to go with the enhanced mobility. Of course, I will remain optimistic about it, hoping that they do bring back the classic gameplay that I love, until the gameplay finally gets revealed to us. But realistically, we're probably looking at an enhanced mobility game. That's all for today. If you liked the video, enjoyed my take on it, or have something to add, post a comment. Please like the video and subscribe if you want to hear more. Bye.